I did just realize that Gabby's not decent, so let me put some clothes on her. Hi y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter and I'm a full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. First, I want to say thank you to everyone new who has subscribed. I know I do have some. Very grateful for that. Grateful that you are returning as well if you are. And I'm going to be sharing with you what sold March 8th through 10th. So in those 3 days, I did pretty well. First, I'm very happy that most of my sales sold within 3 or 4 months. On average, it took 3.7 months for my items to sell. So I am trying to get that below 3 months. And when you have older inventory, some of that stuff is just gonna pull it down, but I am trying to get everything in and out of my house within 3 months. I did just realize that Gabby's not decent, so let me put some clothes on her. Okay, that's better. Obviously, I did not clean up for you guys. I had 9 sales during those 3 days, and I sold on eBay, Poshmark, and 1 on Mercari. Poshmark really was the winner in this time frame. I had most of my sales come from Poshmark, and 3 of those were through Posher VA. So I'll be telling you about Posher VA when we get to that point. 8 of my sales were over $20 plus shipping. That's pretty cool. And then I have 1 I'm going to call my lesson learned. So we'll jump into them. The first one is Bucket Feet Men's 5.5 Women's 7 Sneakers, new Bonchon Korean Chicken slip-on canvas. These were shoes that you can custom make to have anything you want on them, really. And these were custom made to have the Bonchon chicken logo all over them. That's a Korean fried chicken restaurant. I have not actually been there myself, but I saw these at Goodwill. They were brand new with the tag, and I thought someone might want them. They did sell in 1.5 months on eBay. They sold 1 week after relisting. And they were listed for $30. A buyer offered me $15. These days I am not afraid to counteroffer. I need to get more for my items. And so rather than just taking the first offer that was given, which in some cases I do because it's a good offer or because I need to get things moving and I'm hoping it'll, increase sales. But nowadays I really am countering more frequently. I countered with $21.88 and they accepted. I kind of expected it to go back and forth a little bit more because they offered me so little, but they were trying. They were throwing something out there to see if it sticks. My cost of goods was a little high for these. It was $10.81 and my profit was $7.91. If they hadn't been new, I wouldn't have picked them up. I didn't even know what Bonchon chicken was at the time. But I did look them up and realized that Bucket Feet was a brand that makes custom shoes. Now, I mentioned that they sold 1 week after relisting. I think it is important to relist your items so that they get new life. eBay automatically does this for you, but I still will manually relist. It's not really manually because I use an inventory system called Vendoo to do this. I post across those 3 platforms, eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and when I relist, and I will delist through Vendoo and relist through Vendoo and freshen everything up within 30 to 60 days after they've already been listed. So it just keeps that older stuff moving. And once you get into that habit, you can get caught up where you don't have anything that's older than a few months. For a while, I was delisting and relisting, 50 to 100 things at a time. Now I just do 10 or 20 a day. I also don't have the largest amount of inventory of a reseller. I think I have 600 to 700 items active right now, and it's never been over 1,000. I think 700 to 800 has been my highest. So I keep a pretty low inventory just because my storage space is limited as well. And, I'm able to move it in and out within that 3-month time frame, ideally. All right, I've chit-chatted enough about that one. The next is Justin Gypsy size 10B boots, Gemma Brown Western turquoise embroidery round toe. I have had these boots sitting on a shelf ready to be listed for a while. Finally listed them and they sold in 2 days on Poshmark. I did list them pretty low for $39. Somebody offered me $33. Thought that was great. I took it. My cost of goods was $17.50 and my profit was $8.90. But I'm glad to not have this big pair of boots sitting around. Next sale, this is one of my bread and butter brands, Judy Blue, size 15/32 jeans, relaxed fit, distressed ankle, mid-rise, and then I have the style number. I think it's good to put style number in there with certain brands that people are looking for replacements for, and Judy Blue to me is one of those that does better with the brand with the style number in there. They sold in 3 days on Poshmark through a Posher VA offer of $29. I had them listed for $35, and I have it's a bot that automatically sends out offers after, I think I have it set for 48 hours. If somebody likes an item, it'll send out an offer of 15% with discounted shipping, and it does also require that there be a minimum amount made. I'll put a picture here of how my settings are, but you can set it up any way you want. You can have it sent immediately, within 5 minutes, within 5 weeks, whatever you would like to have. And you can also make sure that you're making a certain amount of money off of these so that you don't have offers going out that are super low, you know, lower than you would like. But I have mine set for 15% off right now. 3 of my sales in this 3 days were from Posher VA. So in that case, it paid for itself. I think it's $25 a month. I always get this wrong. Yeah, I think it's $25 a month. I have a link below if you want to check it out. You can try it at a discount. I think I get a discount of something. I don't know what my discount is, but I do get a discount as well if you use that link. I had paid $7.57 for these, and my profit was $13.61. Judy Blue is one of those brands that I'm going to pick up for the fast flip pretty much every time I see them at this point. I'll let you guys know when that changes for me. Asics women's size 8.5 sneakers, gel Noosa, Tri 11, hot pink flash bright, T67 6N. Athletic sneakers are another thing I like to include the brand, the style number. I keep saying brand, the style number if I can. These sold in 1 month on Poshmark through a customer offer counter where we settled on $25. I originally had them listed for $39. I paid $5. My profit was $15. I picked these up at a Salvation Army. Next is something I got at Family Place Resell in Dallas. This is a thrift store that benefits families of domestic abuse, violence, you know, trying to get especially women and children into safe situations. This is a Patagonia men's large, better sweater fleece vest, zip up purple outdoors. This is their classic better sweater in the vest instead of the total pullover. It sold in 3 days on Poshmark through a Posher VA offer of $42. I had it listed for $50. So remember, within a couple of days of liking, somebody got an offer of $42 with discounted shipping and accepted. And I didn't have to press any buttons. It was nice. I paid $12 for this. I knew that Patagonia better sweaters would do well just by looking them up on eBay. And my profit was $18.62. The one thing I wasn't sure about when I bought this was whether it was men's or women's, so I had my husband try it on. That was his size. It fit him perfectly. That's how I tell sometimes. You just have to try them on. Next sale is a Skechers men's size 13 shoes, chunky sole, Y2K Oxfords, leather lace-up black. I do believe these were true vintage Y2K style. Skechers can do pretty well. That may not be new information to you, but it is surprising that kind of a mid-tier brand like that can do so well. But so many people wear Skechers and they have so many different styles. They're very comfortable. And they sold in 2 months on Poshmark. Another Posher VA offer of $32. I had it listed for $39. I paid $4.50 at Thrift Giant, and my profit was $19.08. 2 more in the top, and then we have the lesson. Steve Madden size 6.5 heels, Charlie's chunky platform Y2K pink satin Barbie core. Probably remember seeing these recently in a haul video where I talked about Steve Madden chunky shoes, either true vintage or the Y2K style. Steve Madden, usually not worth the pickup unless they are this style at this moment in time. I was looking up in eBay and did just highest to lowest and the most recent sales, and those were the styles that were selling for over 30 bucks. These sold in 1 month on Poshmark through a customer offer of $40. I had them listed for $50, and my cost of goods was $9.73. My profit was $22.27. And when I say profit, I do mean after marketplace fees and after my cost of goods. In all reality, since I spent the money however many days or months ago, I'm getting a little bit more than that in my pocket, but I subtract the cost of goods so you know kind of what my true profit would be. Guys, I forgot one. I forgot while I was recording. The Denim & Supply Ralph Lauren size large top American flag halter new fringe hem linen. This took 8.5 months to sell. It sold on Mercari. It sold through a customer offer of $36, and I had it listed for 40 something, I believe. My cost of goods was $6.52, and my profit was $24.19. And the last sale we'll talk about is my lesson learned. It's the North Face size 10 convertible pants, khaki hiking, roll-up ripstop nylon. This is a lesson I've learned more than once, but I had already picked up several pairs of these pants before I realized just how long they'll take to sell. These took 1.5 years to sell. Sold on eBay. Yeah, the North Face is a good brand. Look up the item to see how well that particular thing does. The convertible pants so far, these nylon pants in North Face, have not been a good pickup for me. Whether it's shorts or pants, I'm not picking them up anymore. Maybe if I find them new with tags for $1. But I paid $1.13 for these. They finally sold for $10 plus shipping. I had them listed for $20, and they did sell 2 weeks after relisting. So if I hadn't been relisting my items frequently, these things may never have sold. I made $6.61, except I didn't, because they returned them for fit, and so they're relisted. If anybody wants to buy these, how long will it take to sell these pants and have it stick? I don't know. I picked these up so long ago, I don't remember where it was, but it was probably somewhere in Denver, because I lived in Denver, less than 1 year ago. So that is everything. I'm pretty happy about those 3 days of sales. Overall, not too bad. My average profit per item was $15.13. So every package that was leaving my house was giving me $15.13, and that's after the cost of goods are taken out. So that's pretty dang good. I remember when I used to be excited about anything over $10 profit, and now I'm trying to get it to stick at 15 or more. Hopefully climbing, and the only way you can do that is start picking up things that sell for a higher average sales price with a lower cost of goods, and then find things that, sell pretty quickly, that are in higher demand and are not oversaturated. That's all you have to do, all of those things. That's it. It's so simple. It's not really, but I think we enjoy the difficult aspect of it. Resellers enjoy the thrill of the hunt, and it's sort of the gamble that you take by following your instincts at times. So I know I do. I have a couple of videos to record, but as I always say, just keep listing.